Hi all, it's Tony from D-Design here, and it's a rainy day in Tokyo where I'm recording this from. And I had some time and I wanted to make a video on a topic that I don't think is discussed enough, which is who actually, I think, should and should not do physical product development. So then I'm talking about a completely new physical product from scratch that has never been done before. And as an agency owner, I see a lot of different types of clients, and I think I've found a pattern for who usually succeeds and who hits some type of roadblock in launching their physical product. So I want to share that information here and just put it out as a seed or as a thought for you to consider before you delve into physical product development. So after watching this video, you might think that, oh, wow, okay, so for me, it's actually a perfect idea to go into creating this new physical product. Or you might think, actually, let me pause, let me reconsider and think about my options here. So in my agency, I've seen three fundamental different types of clients. And those are the solopreneur, so somebody who's going at a project on their own with their own personal finances. The small to medium-sized e-commerce business, and then the startup. So venture capital funding, angel investments, all of that stuff. So let me just go through these client types in order and just highlight some things that I think speak for or against actually delving into physical product development from scratch. So starting off with the first smallest type of client, which is the solopreneur who's delving into this with their own personal finances. For this client, I would say that at least you should consider different paths before going into full-scale development of a new idea. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The main reason is that physical product development, it usually requires quite a bit of time. It usually requires a little bit of money. And if you're going at this with your personal finances, time and money, it's more valuable to you than if you are a business. So because of that, I would think about, is it really necessary to develop a completely new physical product? Or could you start with selling something that already exists that is close to what you are imagining? So I understand, probably you have this amazing idea, that is completely unique, that solves a real problem that you maybe have experienced yourself, and that you really want to develop, patent protect, and sell, right, in the millions. But before doing all of that, is there a way to find a very similar product that already exists, that solves a similar problem, or that solves your problem that you're attempting to address, but in a slightly different way, and then to purchase that product and try to start selling that? Because oftentimes the most difficult part of a business is actually not the product development, it's more the product market fit, the marketing, getting to an acceptable acquisition cost for each customer, and all of those things you could try out, test out by finding a similar product and then fine-tuning your business before investing full on into this product development. This is not a hard advice that everybody should follow. In some cases, I think it's a great idea for a solopreneur to develop their own product, especially if it's a very simple product, so something that does not require a lot of startup cost, a lot of tooling cost. Then I think it could really work out great for somebody who's going at it alone. But for something more complex, I would say consider some different alternatives before you delve head into this development process. Okay, so that was client type number one, the solopreneur. Now let's move on to client type number two, which is the e-commerce businesses. In this case, I think it really makes a lot more sense to go into physical product development because you already probably have a revenue stream, you have some cash to reinvest into your business, and also e-commerce is getting crazy competitive. Everybody is trying to find a product on Alibaba and just put their own brand on it, sell it, and this creates a very good incentive for developing your own physical product. Because if you develop your own physical product, then you can take a design patent, perhaps a utility patent on it, you can protect it, You have something that no one else has, and that just really makes it more difficult for other people to compete with you, because very few people are willing to go into the whole development process. Most businesses are, well, I don't want to say lazy, but they take the path of least resistance, which up until now has been finding a product that sells on Alibaba, and like I said, smacking their own logo on it. As with the solopreneur, I think if your product is of a more simple type, so something that does not have a lot of electronics perhaps, something of a medium size, let's say, so that if you invest into molding, it will not be super expensive, then that's still preferable to a very complicated product. But either way, I think, it's a good idea to proceed with developing your own product. With that, let's move on to the third type, which is the startups. And in that case, I would say that yes, most definitely, it does make sense to invest into your own physical product, because otherwise, like, why are you having investors investing into your business? Because I can't imagine that a venture capital firm would invest into a physical product business and then be happy to see them just go onto Alibaba and find some ready-made things. The investors usually invest to give some runway to develop something new. So usually these would be more high-tech products, which are of course more time-consuming and cost more to develop. But again, if you have venture capital funding or a big angel investor, then this is not really a problem, because that's exactly why they have invested in your business, so that you have the money to spend to develop this new thing. So with that, with startups, again, I think it's a no-brainer that you should be investing into your own unique physical product that you can then patent and create even more value for your investors. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any development needs, if you need help with industrial design, with mechanical engineering, with finding factories in China, then we're happy to help. You will have a link in the description for how you can reach out to us, and I wish you a very good day. Bye.